Good morning, collective. Sacred Spiritual Healer with your morning general reading messages. Also, message Spirit wanted to get across before I pulled the first card was that on this full moon today, surrender to Great Spirit, release your fear and need for control, release the need for the outcome, to embrace your power, step into your power. You are sent here to earth to lead, to change things. You are the star card. You are the star. You are meant to shine. You are meant to lead by your light, by your love and light. And you are we are the changers. Everything we touch changes. Also, that's a song, so you can Google it. We are changers. Everything you touch does change. Google that song. Take the lead and step into power, because the changes are coming rapidly. They're going to be speeding up, and you need to be prepared. You need to heal the old and release the old wounds, the old traumas. And help others. Okay. Spirit, those true precise messages for the collective, one for the divine feminines and one for the masculines, please. The channel. One for feminines and one for masculines on the channel. Those that will view the true precise messages, please, Spirit, for today. First. Okay. Divine feminines, you got 2. Singer of Connection and Lasting Moon Laughter. Very nice. I'll show you those in a minute. And the masculines energy for today. Is that it? Just that one? I'm thinking it is. Make the Myomancer. True precise messages from this deck, please, to coincide with their energies. One for the divine feminine. I just realized I didn't put the mic on. Sorry about that. And one for the divine masculine. Okay, so the masculines get 2 of these and 1 of those. Ooh, nice, ladies and gentlemen. What do they need to work on today? What the feminists need to work on their advice for today? Masculines, please. Okay. Just in case, I think I'll... Alright, so first up, the Divine Feminine has Singer of Connections. transformation. This reminds me of the butterflies. You've recently gone through your transformation, your soul rebirth. For some of you, you may even be experiencing this part of the Kundalini rising this week with the increase in feminine moon energy. Listening to your higher self. Balancing your chakras, which is very good. For some, need more to work on your solar plexus chakra, strength, intuition. Listen to that intuition. Exercise that intuition as well. This is, you're coming up out of the emotional state, feeling more, probably yesterday or today, you're feeling better than you have in the last few weeks as far as emotions. You're able to use emotional intelligence in the sense of not to get overly emotional. You're able to pull back a little bit, maybe detach from things that bother you, or when you're triggered, you're quicker to go within and heal and look at why you were triggered, which is very good energy. Listening to your higher self. Lasty Moon's Daughter. It's like two ways, and this is the 11 card. I see this two ways. For some, it is being very creative, listening to your higher self, having self-confidence as well. Increase in self-confidence. You're letting go of worrying about how others see you, which is excellent. But also, this is how you're mirroring your masculine, or the counterpart, where this is the masculine over here for both of you, like this here, the green is here, this little guy down here. See him? Okay, so that is, say, the divine masculine, and all he can think of is you. So this, in that sense, is you, that you are everything, always on his mind, and he just sees you as glowing, radiant, beautiful, magical being. And mirroring that is, that's you, and always having him either on your mind, or you know that he's healing. You can sense energetically he's stepping into his earth angel energy, perhaps. And using your wisdom. The Owl card is definitely all about trusting, being generous, abundance, using your clairvoyance or your intuition, and learning to open the treasures within you. This is also a Sagittarius and Aries card. Change. It's an air card. Listening to your spirit guides. Being very wise. Looking at things from that higher perspective, and figuring it out ahead of time, so that you're not reacting anymore, and you're replying to situations rather than reacting, which is really stepping into your power. Okay, divine masculines have Mick the Myomancer. Okay, it's 42, breaks to a 7. Nope, a 6, my bad. You're also mirroring this with the energy of letting go of how you're not worried about what other people think of you anymore, or how they see you in regards to this journey. You're accepting yourself your placement in this journey, your gift. You're accepting that, as strange as some of these occurrences may have been, the dreams you've been having, right? The traveling perhaps to past life timelines. You may at times have felt like it made you feel crazy. However, you're letting go of worrying about what other people think of you. You don't have to necessarily share to the world about that information, but you're more confident in yourself, understanding that you're just gifted. You're gifted, not just. You are gifted with this for a reason, and you have a purpose here for those. And this also clearing up messes here. Trying to also avoid stay in your earth angel energy, trying to avoid making a mess of things. In other words, maybe like lower vibrational or shadow work, because there's some things in the shadows back here that need to be looked at. And we have this card here confirming that. Alright, so the peacock is you're understanding now that you're glowing from the inside out. You know that beauty stems from the peacock knows it struts its stuff with beauty and pride, or not pride necessarily, but as she knows she's beautiful, but it's from the inside out. They glow from the inside, their soul level of glow. They're in their beauty, they're in their inner peace. They're confident, very kind, inner beauty, compassionate, independent, and beauty, but not on an egotistical or self-centered way. It's beauty in the way you see the world has changed. You see a tree or a plant, and you now can look at how miraculous it is and how beautiful. You're seeing beauty in all things around you now. You're seeing things differently from that higher perspective. Again, this gets the Kundalini rising energy here for me, from what I'm seeing for some. And it may not, you may not complete all at one time. It may start out in the sacral chakra area and move up through your solar plexus, and then, in weeks later up, depending on how much in the surrender mode you're in and how much open your heart chakra is, etc. The Kundalini comes to rise into the awakened state when you release the control, when you allow things to come to you from the universe, when you surrender to the divine, but also when you are in love and light, when you are passionately just love everything, like, not in a have to have it manner, but you can just love the way it is and allow it to be. This October is also about the being a student of life itself, and this is also where the student becomes the teacher. So perhaps some of you have just started on either this journey or in tarot, or a new endeavor that you're looking into, and you're just starting out as what they, what's that term, a novice. It's a beginner stage, a novice. So you are like a student. You're learning to perfect that, and this whole journey is about learning to perfect our healing, not so much, I guess, in a divine perfection, but to heal ourselves, to come in one with ourselves, to come in union with ourselves, and to know ourselves truly. This is also very much wisdom. It is a fiery energy as well. Very much sacral chakra energy on that. Okay, for the Divine Feminines, you have strengthen your bonds with the universe, strengthen your bonds with Mother Nature and others. But this is mostly saying, to me, I'm getting that we need to strengthen the bond with Mother Nature, the crystals, the earth, the plants around us. Go buy a little tree. Instead of this year getting a Christmas tree, if you celebrate the holiday, like in America, buy a potted Christmas tree that you can then go plant it instead of buying the cut down one, right? Plus that way too, it doesn't die off. All the needles aren't going to fall because it's not dying out, which is a better alternative. Your home improvement stores sell them potted already for a reasonable amount. Also, walk in nature more and walk in your light. Don't be afraid to bask in your own glow. And nurture yourself, Divine Feminines. It is about loving yourself, nurturing yourself. Get that pedicure if you want. But see how she's in the garden, embracing Mother Nature, because as Divine Feminines raise their vibration, we heal Mother Earth and she heals us. And this also goes true, Spirit saying, for the masculines to be in nature more. So coming together, so divine masculines, it's finally coming together. They're finally connecting the dots of this connection of understanding this, the depth of this connection a little better as to why they feel the way they feel, or can't get you off their mind. That everywhere they look, they either think of you or hear you, or every song resembles something about you. And now they're putting the pieces together why it's this strong of a connection, because the urgency is with this time frame right now to heal so that they can come together. And therefore the synchronicities increase the stimulation. I just got that word, but the thoughts and the synchronicities, the music, the numbers, and so forth are increasing right now because the time is urgent to cast aside the shadow self or doubt. Cast aside, confront your doubt, confront your shadow self. The things that are keeping you in the lower vibration, you need to confront them, release them, walk away so that you can get in mission. Spirit's pushing us into soul purpose and mission right now. So let's get this reading going. Because true and precise messages for the overall energy of the divine feminine, first top row, and the bottom row will be the divine masculines or their counterparts. If you're watching then and you are not on this journey and it's a soulmate, then the messages may or may not apply to your situation. You can always email me for personal reading or find me on Facebook. I do post offers for free readings on Facebook page as just as a bonus for those that are on my Facebook page. True and precise messages, please, for the divine feminine. Cards are jumping. Well, you already got the High Priestess out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Ooh, holy cow. Yeah, no. I don't want a 2-hour reading here, so. This is looking really nice, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Oops. I'm not taking that because it fell. True precise messages for divine masculine, please. True precise messages for divine masculine. I am being directed to take that one. Wow. That's beautiful. Wow. One more for the masculine. Alright, so first up, divine feminine, you have the Knight of Cups on your energy. Someone coming into you to make an offer. They're a little nervous. They're not childlike, but or immature. I'm getting the energy that they're, I'm going to say scared. They're scared. They're scared. You intimidate them, High Priestess. You intimidate them. I don't know why Spirit has me repeating words twice. So the divine masculine is coming up out of a place of being very emotional, not even understanding his emotions. He's like, what is this feeling? Why can't I get a control of my emotions? And probably even looking into if they don't already know about the connections, depth or the quantum physics of it, they're looking into it. So for those newer to the adventure and the masculine don't even understand this connection yet, they're starting to look into it. If you've already been in this journey and the divine feminines have pulled back their energy to heal themselves, stepped into their power, now that magnetic pole pulls them up out of the water like a fish out of water to come forward to you with urgency. They know that the time is now, that Spirit is awakening them. They've had their death and their rebirth of the soul, and Spirit is really catapulting them into action for this mission. You make them feel young, and for the divine feminines, you're really putting the work in. You're digging deep to your inner child and healing it. You are planting seeds together. Know that your counterpart is planting seeds for this as well. Even if it's in the 5D or if it's in their subconscious, their soul level, they are putting the work in towards this healing. They really want to better themselves, to heal, so that they have inner peace, so that they are raising their vibration, so that they can connect with you and grow old with you. The Hangman, you're going into Hangman because you've done more work on your shadow self recently, especially just before the full moon hits tonight. I get the energy you're going within, looking at the things you need to release again. What are those fears you need to release? What are those old childhood traumas, right? The control factors, that jealousy, the envy. You went within this today or last night, hermit stage, to take one more look, releasing it so that your roots can grow in a firm foundation. Having throat chakra, I guess activation or whatever issue. So if my voice starts to go, you'll know why. High Priestess, you're standing in your power. You are definitely using your powers for the greater good. You're going within and healing yourself. And for many of you, you are stepping out on the platform for that soul purpose, to step into mission, or you're looking up what mission is, what your mission is. Check out what your North Node is on your birth chart. That will direct you to the field of what your field or purpose was. That's all I got on that. You're standing in your truth, cutting out the BS, cutting out the things that no longer serve you. Page of Swords. Yeah, standing in your power as well. Okay, mostly standing in your truth and be in your truth to yourself. It's important that we're true to ourselves as well as in our truth. There is in order to speak our truth, it's important to live it, right? To be in truth to ourselves. Sometimes we might tell someone else one thing, but really we're kidding ourselves. So we have to look at that, right? And be true to ourselves and fix it. If we're kidding ourselves, then why are we kidding ourselves? King of Wands, the divine masculine energy here, is stepped up from his Knight of Wands energy regarding that three-party situation. He's no longer wanting to step out, I'll say, and is focused on being dedicated to you. He wants commitment with you. He wants to wrap his arms around you, to embrace you. He wants to embrace this connection deeply. And he wants celebration with you, Divine Feminine. This is the Three of Cups. This is not the three-party situation, but this one is the celebration. Down here on the Divine Masculines, we have the Two of Swords, how he's seeing you, protecting the flame, but pulled your energy back. So it looks like you've turned your back. He may even think you turned your back on him, but in all reality, you did exactly what the High Priestess is supposed to do. Is, right, at a certain point, you can't keep nurturing, can't keep watering the plant. It's going to die from over-drowning. You're going to kill the connection with too much water. So she's protecting this flame and healing herself, protecting the flame, but still going within, healing herself, also healing the inner child of her counterpart, and protecting herself and energy from the karmic or curses, drama, right? Divine Masculine has 10 of Cups on his mind, and you're the one he wants it with. He's really focused on this happy ever after, this dream fulfillment. He realizes you're his wish come true. And he wants to grow with you. And for some, he wants to grow a family with you. This is the Queen of Wands, Okay. So this is in reverse because it represents the karmic or the other person that he was with, his karmic energy that he was with, but it's in reverse, no longer a factor. They've not only already been ignoring them or separating themselves from them, but now they're taking the steps to completely sever ties with that karmic, whether it be a person, place, or thing. This is them turning their back on the walking away with and leaving behind things that don't serve them. But this connection serves them, so it's in reverse because he's not walking away from the flame. He's still got his eye on the flame. He's recently taken himself out of that self-imposed prison, no longer being too stubborn to see the truth, no longer too stubborn to understand this passion or this flame that burns in him, the ember that's been burning this connection. He's able now to take a look and see with his third eye of what this is about, because Spirit is showing them the truth. He wants to come in out of the cold, and he wants to protect you from the karmic. This is both of these came out. This is no longer being an option. Them not worried about options and taking the chance to walk towards you as a Lover's card. They really are wanting this connection to be tie loose ends up. I'm hearing tie up the loose ends. That's what it was. Let me get my tea. Sorry about that. Okay, clarify the Knight of Cups for the Divine Feminine. Clarify the Six of Cups. Clarify Hangman. Just trying to keep these readings a little shorter than the hour, so I'm trying to get these out so it doesn't take as much time viewing them. Which is also why I shuffle all my cards off camera to save the actual reading for the camera. Anything else for the Divine Feminine? Okay, so the Knight of Cups. You're the Empress. In your power, all four queens in one. He also sees you as Queen of Pentacles, sitting in your power, working for your pentacles. Very stable and sturdy, but yet angelic. The Empress. And here in the background, there's a tower, but it's stable. It's upright. It's not crumbling down. It's on a firm foundation. Ace of Swords and the Hermit. My voice is going to go. Six of Cups. been happening with a lot of us. Six of Cups clarified by the Hermit card, which was the very next card as well, right? So the Hermit card, you were going in studying more on this, listening to your guidance from Spirit regarding this, pulling your energy back in your next step of how you have to get in mission, get in your purpose. Spirit says Ace of Swords, that's the truth. The Hermit card. Page of Wands. You were moving forward in your belief for your mission, standing in your standing your ground regarding the boundaries that you set, putting the work in toward yourself, loving yourself, filling your own cup of love as a Queen of Cups. Look at, she's just like very relaxed. She knows she's stepping into her high priestess energy, and that she doesn't chase anymore. She's no longer the chaser. She's stepped into her power, and now it's up to the Divine Masculine to chase or to come for her. Right? Which caused that pulling your energy back, caused that Tower moment for them, High Priestess. And they want that Ace of Pentacles with you. They want that new beginning with you, a new start, a do-over. And they're ready, they're surrendering one knee. They want to propose an option or propose to you, make something official. They know that you're working on your Pentacles, and a King of Swords. Five of Cups. They know, again, you've walked away from these other cups. Hope you're still keeping these nearby, loving yourself, staying in your calm waters. Regarding that three-party situation that you had to set your boundaries, which was excellent. We do. Perfect. You're following the steps. You're doing the journey. Hangman, you've looked at this from another perspective as directed. You're in your Queen of Wands, sitting there ready for communication, awaiting his arrival. And here he comes as a Knight of Cups with that cup of love to offer you. Clarify the Two of Swords for the masculines, please. Two Swords for the masculines. Sorry about that. I had to pause the video for a second. My throat was really acting up. Okay, clarify the Two Swords. Clarify the Two Swords. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Queen of Wands in reverse. A lot came out with her. Spilling the tea. Seven of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Two, they're Lovers. The Lovers card. Anything else for the masculine? Anything else for the masculine? Okay, so for the Two of Swords, protecting, right? Listening to your higher self, seeing things even though things may seem chaotic or they were a mess, you were using your third eye and your intuition to know that you need to do what's best for your higher self. Which was to, go within. Two of Cups, or Two of Coins rather, to balance things out. You had to go within, cut things out of like the weeds around you regarding this passionate connection, and listening to your higher self. Masculine. Alright, so the Queen of Wands in reverse was the sixth. It was not balanced. 6 of drums here. He's down here playing his flute and he's hiding his other talents, not utilizing the skills or talents. They were being hidden. The sexual prowess I'm hearing, that with this karmic was causing illusions, seducing them, causing them to wear many masks to haunt them in their night, to give them night dreams. They've had to, this has been a real monster or a gator to wrestle, this King of Wands, regarding the karmic, but Spirit is helping them to aim for the stars, shoot this sword of truth to bridge the gap between the divine and feminine so that the Wheel of Fortune can turn forward. This card in reverse was because, let's see, 3 of Drums. Spirit showed them the way they were being. They're illuminated, their devil energy. Showed them they were being something that they were not, and not for their best interest. Regarding that karmic, that she was like a vulture plucking their flesh. That was graphic. And it's time to celebrate, time to dance to the beat of their own drum with the 3 of Drums. The 8 of Swords in reverse was about the karmic not allowing them to rise up to power, that they just kept giving them monkey mind, making more chaos in their environment, and they needed to weed out the garden, metaphorically speaking. The Judgment card came in regarding these, leaving the divine feminine out in the cold, regarding that karmic. And the King of Cups is finally stepping up, stepping into his emotions, maybe moving as slow as a turtle, but he is now listening to his heart to move forward regarding his Empress, because he knows that she's like an earth angel to him. She glows with her beauty, with her skill. He knows she stepped into her power. Regarding the Lovers, okay, Moon, having to explain or putting aside these sexual addictions or the being seduced by the karmic or other people. Spirit's showing them how to go within and heal themselves like a mother bear so that they can celebrate together. Anything else for the divine masculine and divine feminine in the collective? Moving forward with balance. Advice from Spirit. Any advice for the collective? I'm going to take this one because it shouldn't have been in there. Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, and be held. Yes, especially before you do your rituals tonight. If you're doing working with the moon energy, definitely release your fears, release control, Spirit's really emphasizing on taking the opportunity. Their portals are open during the solar storms that are out there right now, especially with this moon energy, to and call in the abundance that is available to you. Manifest during this moon. The universe wants to give you what you want, but it has to match your vibration. That's the home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupant. Deanna, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on target, and you will make the mark. This is what I have for you. I hope you have a blessed full moon day.